What do you think is the hardest game on the Nintendo Switch right now? Do you have games that you are really struggling with? I don't think I can take the Switch game anymore.
Oh yeah, get it. What the heck? Must have been another frustrated Switch owner.
I'm going together with Russ Lyman today, and these are our top 5
hardest Switch games.
So the first game on our top 5 hardest Switch games is Fury. Oh, what a fitting name, because that is exactly how you will feel when you play this. Furious. The entire game is set as a stream of boss battles, and if you're a normal person, even the first real boss battle is gonna make you want to pull your freaking hair out. Now, I am not even a fan of boss battles in general, and this game is only boss battles. So if that's your thing, I mean, you will love it. But if it's not, you're gonna hate it, because it's really hard, even on the easier difficulty. The game is so incredibly hard. If you think you have the balls to make it through this game without going insane, I mean, be my guest. Let me know in the comment section how far you got in Fury. It's very tactical and precision based and memory based. You need to remember the pattern of the bosses. There are like set routines and a bunch of trial and error. So that is basically what to expect from Fury. This is what Russ has to say on that one.
This being a boss rush mode style game and only 10 bosses, of course it's gonna be hard. The developers don't want you just blowing through this whole thing in like 20 minutes. This is a game when you cannot just button mash your way through the bosses. You need to really focus on getting those parries down so you're not depleted of your energy so fast that you have a fighting chance at taking the boss down.
Slain. It's actually a very pretty game, and also easily deserving of being on this list, and for good reason, okay? While the game really appealed to me visually with the beautiful atmosphere and the graphics, you know, it is brutally hard. You will die and die and die, and you will die once again. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, that is not a satisfying feeling in a game if you just continue to die, and I don't have the patience for that. A lot of people do probably, but I am not that sort of gamer. It is so frustrating that I actually want to throw my Switch in the wall sometimes, you know, so I can't stay for long in this game. I wish it was easier, because it's a really beautiful game.
This game certainly packs a punch in its difficulty and heavy metal soundtrack. If you're not banging your head against the wall from frustration, you'll be banging it to these awesome tunes. Much like in Fury, this is a hack and slash style game, and in order for you to progress further in the game, you must master the parry technique against the enemies.
Now, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. It's not really a very hard game, but it can have its moments. And I actually wanted to include this game in this list today because the next video that I'm posting on my channel is actually the Bloodstained review. So it is coming up, guys, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and have the bell on. Now, Bloodstained is a combat 2D platformer game in a Metroidvania style. It plays like a Castlevania game. It can be challenging, and you kind of have to save camp a bit and grind in order for it to be easier. It is deserving of being on this list because I was very stuck at one point and I kept dying. It actually inspired me to do this video. So, Bloodstained it is. Please let me know what you think about Bloodstained down in the comments.
Oh, I never played that one. Sorry.
Dead Cells. I've never been a fan of losing progress in the game. So Russ Lyman, this one you will have to cover for me.
This is a rogue-style hack-and-slash game, and you start off with the least powerful weapons. As you progress, you can upgrade your weapons and sub-weapons, some costing you gold coins that are locked behind doors, and some you can find in treasure chests. As you kill enemies, you're rewarded with gold, and sometimes you'll get blue orbs that are cells. You can use these cells to unlock certain perks once you completed a level, or you can choose to save them till you get further in the game and use them towards more valuable upgrades. But if you die along the way, you lose all your cells. You'll have to start at the beginning again. I do love the atmosphere of this game. It covers lots of fun sections, whether it be down in the gross sewers killing monsters, or high above in the town jumping across rooftops.
Celeste. You're gonna be shocked to hear this, but I have never played Celeste. It seems too hard for me. So, you know, it's another game that I haven't played.
Well, this is a 2D platformer game that looks like it could have came out on the Super Nintendo. Its pixel art is very beautiful, and its soundtrack is just great. You get the ability to jump, dash, and climb through the levels as you fight your way to the top of the mountain. There are plenty of pitfalls and spikes for you to land on, so mastering the controls is a must if you want to make it to the top of the mountain. Now this is just our short list of the most frustrating Switch games. I'm sure there's plenty more, and feel free to tell us in the comments section down below. Well, thanks for having me on the channel. If you guys want to check out more of what I do here on YouTube, check the link in the description down below. As always, gamers, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit. I'll see you next video.
Now everyone, I actually have a 6th bonus game to add to my list now today. So, that is actually play Zelda Breath of the Wild in Master Mode. Are you up for a real challenge? Try Breath of the Wild in Master Mode, everyone. Enemies regenerate health, you almost do no real damage, your weapons break faster, and enemies deal much more damage. Even the smallest bokoblin encounter can turn fatal in Master Mode. And it was so nice to head back to Breath of the Wild again. I'm sure most of you played it when it was released in 2017, so it's actually also a very nice time to go back to this game. It was freaking hard. Master Mode is freaking hard. Okay, all you do is sneak around, avoid battles altogether. A tip from me is actually try and get Majora's Mask as fast as possible and, you know, the Phantom Armor, so that it gets easier. I recommend this as an exciting new start to an older game. I can't believe I'm calling Breath of the Wild an older game now, but you actually have to sneak a lot, do some cooking and resource gathering and all of that stuff in order to survive, so it's more like a survival game, hardcore survival that is. And you have to be much more careful and sneaky, so, you know, that's the sort of playstyle overall that you have to run in Master Mode of Breath of the Wild. I love it, and I'm sure you will too. You will be surprised, actually. Now, that was all for today, everyone. Now, we have to know what the hardest games you have played are. Leave us a comment down there about that. Be subscribed, have the bell on, and like the video, everyone. Now, remember to follow my Twitter, and check my Patreon if you want your name scrolling on the side of every single video. So thank you so much, Russ Lyman, for being on my channel today. You are welcome here anytime. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later.
I think I gotta ice my head from that Switch.